Azure SQL databases or managed instance are a great option for self-hosting and managing SQL Server. There are several advantages. For example, it can drastically reduce the management overhead of having to manage virtual machines or high availability setup, etc. Right? However, when it comes to hosting large number of databases, as an ISV, for example, you might have thousands of customers databases. So the question you might have, is what Azure SQL database DB should I choose? What can I host? What can I host my multiple customers on? Is it a single database? Do I create a single database per customer? Do I use something called shared schema where one database can have multiple customers? Uh, do I use elastic pools? Do I use managed instance? So here is a spreadsheet that can actually help you to quickly, get a ballpark figures on, how much it will cost you per customer or per tenant in that context. Of course, this is giving you quick way of evaluating. Your requirements might vary. So, for example, one of the customers I worked with, they had thousands and thousands of databases. I think around 10,000 plus databases, and for them, it was really like not every customer is active. Only I think 10% of the customers are active at any given time, so they were trying to optimize cost as much as possible. So here is example spreadsheet here. So if I look at manage instance, what I have done is I've gone to a Zio pricing calculator and just taken a pay as you go price for now, and I injected those figure here for 4 cores. uh, and then what I can do in this spreadsheet here is I can say, hey, what are the total number of databases I want to migrate. So let's say I want to migrate 1,000 databases. Can I do combined schema? Can I use same databases with shared schemas for different customers? Might be I won't do that just now. So let's say I'll just leave it one. Then what's my average size of database per database? So I would say, hey, it's 1 gig. And then that will do the rest of the calculation. You can choose how much capacity you want to fill in as well, right? So for example, I would say, hey, keep 20% of space free on the server. So based on that, it will automatically go and do calculations. So it will say, hey, for general purpose, it will cost you roughly dollars 67 cents cost per database, and then if you look at business critical, it will do the same. It will tell you, hey, cost per database is going to be $25. We can do exactly the same. If I go back and just see, it was for 1,000 databases in the vCore model. So when we are looking at shared elastic pool, I would say, hey, I want to do 1,000 databases, right? And I'm going to say average size is 1 gigabit, and I want to do the same. I want to keep 80%, full the elastic pool at 80%. So this will again give me things like, for general purpose, that's a cost per database, right? If I go down the multiple pools of two vCore, so I will have to create roughly around 13 pools. Or if I go higher, sometimes it might be cheaper, sometimes it might not be. So for example, the best here, it's showing you, hey, if you go down the 6 cores vCores route, you might only need 3 instances, and the cost per customer would be also quite low. So you can work that out. This will be again for business critical similar calculations. Don't take these calculations literally. These are just a quick reference point, and then you can make your own calculations. Same way, if I go to eDTU, it's exactly the same idea. So if I go at DTU model, let's punch in those numbers. So 1,000, right? And let's do the same. So it's a 1 gigabit, and I want to do 80% of the capacity. And then this might say, hey, for basic, it might not be able to work it out because of the size of the database and things like that. So it's saying it's not able to work that out. If I go to standard, it might give me that pricing. Say, hey, okay, for DTU, might be DTU is a cheaper model if I go with 50 DTUs, or might be it goes even cheaper if I go with a pool size of 200, 200 DTUs, eDTUs, and that costs me around 1.52. So, and it just needs 3 instances to manage. So that's the idea here. I hope you find this useful. Feel free to let me know if you have any comments or would like to see anything else in there. Thank you so much.